building downtown, building downtown, building downtown, building downtown.
Like, I don't really fuck with like like tight jeans and shit like that, like all that fucking mumble shit. I like for what it is, the vibe or whatever, but I'm not listening to it. You know what I mean? And I don't consider it like talented rap, but I do give it up to them for making music, but it's like I'm not like, it's not in my wheelhouse.
You know what?
What I mean?
Every now and then there's a good mumble song, but it's like a very now and then. You know what I mean? It's not enough on occasion.
And plus, Griselda.
You don't listen to. I've heard a few that I could listen to.
Yeah, Griselda is really one of my other big inspirations right now too. Or not for a long time now, even though it's been like maybe 6-7 years. But
really dark and street, they seem to be making it, because
fuck with it.
Because
yeah,
a lot of that shit doesn't seem to come through anything nowadays, right? Everybody's snappy and poppy and EDM and all that kind of shit. Griselda seem to come through with that like real hardcore, heavy, dark fucking hip hop,
Yeah, and ever since then, I think the rapping has gotten a lot better from everybody, which I like. And I think that's why, the beat, like the Water Buffalo stuff falls right into place. But in the West Coast, as like, yo, we're rapping our asses off, but we're doing it in our style, but it's like still like that gritty, but y'all see when the second one drops, it's like I'm really proud of this one too. I mean, we didn't think it was going to be better than the first one, but the first one's kind of a slow burn for people because of COVID, but this second one is going to be insane, man. We got like cool features too. Like we got like some rapping on there.
How much does it affect, like you were just saying, like, it's a slow burn because of the COVID thing? How much does it affect the progress of your music when you can't do live shows, live performances, get on stage in anything? I'm not necessarily saying you're the headline or anything.
Yeah.
No matter what it be, right? Whether it be a small venue thing where it's just you and Chase, or you and the board, or something where you get to hop on stage and there's a bigger act coming on. Does that affect the progression of your music? Like,
like, okay, so when we first did this, it was like we did this whole album, the whole W's first album, right when quarantine started. So in March, I went there, spent like a month there, and we did the whole thing. We did the whole album. And then we're like, we had a lot of plans. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff for it. We have merch, we have videos, we had big plans. And then when the COVID shit really hit, it was like, damn, dude, like nobody's buying the merch because no one want to buy no money. No one wants to spend no money right now on merch because everyone's going through, like their thing, and you respect that. So it's like, it slows the progression of as far as like sales or like ears it's getting to, but it's definitely not slowing down the production because we already have 2 done. We're starting 3. We have another video coming for the 6th video coming for the first album. So we're continuing. I have a son on the way in May.
Oh,
so
congratulations!
Thank you. So I'm trying to I make a lot of music. I have a lot of music that no one's heard yet that I'm gonna put out. So I kind of planned it like that,
How many of you guys are working on the one project? You said you got 2, you got 3 already started. How many of you is on one project? Not counting the features, like the core people. And
which one wouldn't?
The reason I'm asking is because I'm wondering how long it takes you to put a project together, because you're making it from scratch, right?
Correct. Yes.
So how many people is involved in a project?
So just me and Chase, really, and whoever else is featuring. And it took us, I'd say, maybe like actual recording time. It probably took us like 2 weeks of recording time.
Yeah, but I'm talking about you getting a beat, getting an idea, right? Because I can tell you from mine, right? Like if I get a beat and I get lit up, I can write a song by the morning. You know what I mean? But if I get a beat that I understand that I should use, it might take me a couple of days because I'm trying to chew up on ideas because I don't want to just write a simple represent. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to come. You know what I mean? So how long did it take you to put a project together with Chase?
Shit, man, it took us like that month, bro. It took us like that month because like the beat, he didn't make every beat like right away, but Chase works really fast. So he already had like some shit picked out and he had played some shit.
So it's like he throws 10 beats at you and you go crazy?
Yeah, he'll throw like not even, sometimes he'll just throw the first one on and then we'll just start going. And then it doesn't matter what it is really because the writing process is so easy. Like we make songs like the record we've done, me and him, with like when we were doing the non-perishables with everybody there, we did like 8 songs, 9 songs in one night, and it was complete.
Damn.
You know, they were complete songs.
What about a concept of an album? Do you try to keep to some sort of an idea? Keep this
your
certain
for the Water Buffalo stuff, we wanted to keep it like, you know, so Water Buffalo is just like the water represents the flow, the buffalo represents the strength. So it's the strength and the flow in unison, you know what I mean? And it's like majestic. If you ever see a buffalo or a water buffalo, it's like majestic. You never see animals like that all the time. So it's like, that's kind of like what we wanted to, how to present it. We're going to be like the gritty, you know, we rapping or we bring in the boom bap the current boom bap sound back, and we're trying to make our own niche in the West Coast underground, like, you know, hip hop shit. But then we're also mixing like, you know, the little scenes, things like, you know, just trying to make masterpieces, man, you know?
So do you sit down and think, are we gonna make a couple of love songs? We're gonna make 5 represents. We're gonna you just fucking go crazy.
We just go crazy and we're gonna put this on the album or not. And then he goes, we need one like this. Boom, and then he plays, and I'm like, oh yeah. And then we'll just get inspired like that. And it's really like when we write, it's like I write really fast. You know, like sometimes if I like what I'm hearing, I just write hella fast, and then
I hear you on that one. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And so like, I mean, me and Chase just get the writing. Like, you know, Champagne Showers on the Bees is the first song, and that was the first song we did for the album. Like I literally got there, like we ate some, smoked a blunt, and then he played the beat, and then we just started going.
So how do you decide when you stop? Say you recorded 25 songs. How many are you taking for an album?
We're like, oh, okay, we know already, we're only gonna keep it like 10 to 12. But like, man, the Bees might be 15, to be honest. Fuck. Because there's so many songs, like, you know, it has to be on there.
How many do you end up? Sorry, I'm kind of being selfish a bit on that, but it's also information about you, right?
Your brain.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering, like, so if you say 10, 12, how many songs do you usually burn off and you say, no, these are not going to make it? Is there a couple or is there more?
There might be a couple. But really,
so it's not too much material that
wasted. Yeah, because we'll use it for something. We'll put it out for a single. We possibly could. You know, and there's some songs that just make it into the abyss and it never comes back. You know, but for the Bees, we've been kind of bullseye, like for every song, like, we gonna put this just for show going on every time. Like, you know, after you hear the end product, you know,
before you
doing all that,
you and Chase, you know, dialed in together, working on projects together, becoming like an actual thing. When you were experimenting with different artists producers around the way, ones that you knew, people that you knew through another person or another 2 people, or just giving a person a shot, was it a lot more difficult to get you and the producer on the same page?
For me, I've always had like in-house producers because I grew up with a lot of, like I said, Union City, a lot of talented people, a lot of talented producers too. So it was just basically, you know, people I would get along with already, you know, like how Chase was saying in the interview, he don't fuck with no one that he doesn't get along with as a person, you know, because really that's where it begins, really. Because if I met Chase through battling, you know?
Yeah.
So like, we were like, hey, you're tight. Hey, you're tight. Hey, let's be tight. Friends that are hella tight, you know? So that's what happens. And then that's basically how it is everywhere. Like you meet your ALikes, you fucking stay in touch with them if they're, you know, if you guys click. So me and him, we always click as people. So I feel like it's always like,
it still comes down to going out and performing and networking and meeting people, right?
Yes, very true. Yeah.
No matter what, right? So in this COVID, we're all a little fucked.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I gotta bring my depressive 5 cents into it.
Have you had to work with someone who you do like, but just everything is fucking whack, whether it's a producer or a feature, and you're like, look, we're friends. I'm gonna continue to hang out with you, but we can't fucking do this together. Have you had those moments?
I do have a couple people that I was like, when I work with them, because it's fun. I just love to make music. I'm never gonna like put it out, or if they put it out, they put it out. But you know, like, I have a couple of friends like that, and I don't want to tell my friends that because like I feel like they should just figure that out for themselves. I'm not nobody to tell people what their dream is or what they want, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So but I control my time and if I'm gonna be there or not, you know. So like I'm not gonna disrespect anybody or say anybody's names, but yeah, there's been a couple of rappers that, you know, like I hopped on their shit and then, you know, like the song might have been tight, but then like the body of work per se isn't like in my wheelhouse, and I don't really, you know.
Yeah, talking about dreams, to just pedal back a little bit. Obviously, you've been doing this for a while, so it is a dream of yours to be doing this, right? And how close are you to it now? Are you making money off of it? Do you still work
barely? I mean, you know, like, yeah, but it's nothing. Like,
well, I'm not saying you're buying Bentleys and Mentions. I'm saying,
yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm making something off of it, but it ain't like substantial to like live a life, you know.
Yeah.
Like I still work, you know what I mean? So like, well, I don't work right now, but I mean, I work, you know, I still work at like my schedule. Yeah. So like, I had to do that still because, you know, this music thing. And I mean, you know, it's hard to take off, especially like we're talking about, there's no shows that to be had. There's no, you know, we actually did a Twitch concert on Ilmax. We did that One Above monthly he does on Twitch, and Avo like recorded. You know, it was like me. It was like Water Buffaloes, Frack, Essam performed, and yeah, I think it was just us two. Yeah, it was just us two. Yep. And then it was streamed on Twitch, and that was fun. But it's like, yeah, you know, there's nothing like, you know, seeing a crowd and shit, you know.
Yeah, the rush, right?
Yeah.
Building downtown.